Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm just finishing up the farm truck here, and as I was getting the drive shafts in here, I was really unhappy with the drive shaft angle. As a lot of you guys, know that have these trucks, the drive shaft angle on these things is absolutely atrocious. So I've come up with a bit of a solution that I wanted to share with you guys as I'm kind of finishing things up here. What I did with this. So I got these drive shafts. Let me get this body off of here. I got these drive shafts for about $10 on eBay. They're not the best. I don't really recommend these. Sorry, let me get you a better look here. They're just these guys. I don't recommend them. They have these little crappy set screws that hold them in place, so you're left flattening off part of the rod here in order to get these things to have any kind of grip holding onto the output shaft here. So what I normally would go with is something like these. These are my favorite. These things are awesome, and they've got a lot of like articulation. But anyways, in this case, in this application, I wasn't able to do that, and I'm going to show you guys why. So I've done a little fix to get rid of some of this drive shaft angle, this nasty angle. When I first set this truck up and I put these drive shafts in, I just set it up as normal. It was terrible. Like, I just couldn't live with it. So to combat that, what I've done, now this is really drastic and it's not going to be for everybody. If you're not interested in this type of a fix, then don't bother with it. It's pretty, like I said, it's pretty drastic. But anyways, so what I did is I nipped off a part of the output shaft here on this transfer case, and I nipped off a part of the shaft here, and what that did for me is, let me show you here. I don't know if you can get a good look at that, but the angles are decent. Like, they're a lot better. Before, I was left with the output shaft. If you look here, I've taken quite a bit off of it, which brought the shaft back closer to the transfer case, which, as you can see here, it's really calmed down a lot of that. Oh boy, the lighting's bad here. Let me see. There you go. It's really calmed down a lot of that gnarly angle. Same thing with on the front. The front's, it's still up there, but it's not as bad. I nipped a bit off the shaft there. You can see there's a little bit of space in between here, and there's a lot of space in the one back here. This was actually right touching with that, with the stock configuration without nipping the shaft. So what I did is I cut a bit here and I cut a bit here, and then because, as you can see here, the coupling is really close to the motor case, I shaved down the coupling all the way around and around until I got it much smaller. And then I took a little bit of the engine case, or the motor case, sorry, and I ground a little bit off the case right here to give me a little bit more clearance so that that shaft could go closer. As you can see, it's like right underneath, but there's enough clearance. There's like literally 1/8 of an inch in between there. It's really tight, but it's not going to hit and it's not going to drag. So what I'll do is I'll show you guys, I'll light it up. Let me just get a battery here if I can find one. Okay, so I got my body back on here because I've got the, here, let me show you guys what I've done here inside. So I've got all my receiver mounted inside of the wall there. If you can see that, there she is there. It's just mounted on the inside wall. So I've got her all plugged in here, and I'm going to pop a battery. Let me just stick this camera back here. I just want to show you guys that it's a lot smoother. There we go. It's a lot smoother with the drive shaft angles not so wonky. Okay, so let's just put that up there. Actually, here, we'll pop it inside there for now. This truck's still not done. It's going to be out this week. So this is just the finishing touches. I'm just finishing up the interior right now. And yeah, so I just wanted to pause, show you guys really quick what I've come up with here. I'm going to pick it up. How can I do this now? I'm going to pick it up and just show you guys that it's not clattery or anything, and the drive shaft movement's pretty fluent. Check that out. Nice and fluent, no clattering, no clanging, no rubbing on the case. Give her a little throttle there. Look at that. Woo! That's a lot better. I'm pretty pleased with that. So anyways, guys, if you want it, here's the front. Here's the front's nice and smooth too. You don't have that choppiness like with the old hard angle. So anyways, guys, there you have it. If you want to try this out yourself, go for it. I think it works. It's a great idea and it helps clean up those angles. So Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.